I know I should be scary, but it's actually a pretty cute velociraptor. Or it should be scary. Oh, thanks, man. No, it's not supposed to be scary. I'm right here drinking a fucking old-fashioned Old Forester rye, dude. There ain't nothing scary about that. The only thing scary about that is now that's a $35 bottle of whiskey. It used to be like 25. I don't know how many of you guys know. I don't know if this is a normal thing. It's a normal thing for me and Kid. So, going back all the way to probably 2003, Kiddo and I have kind of, this has kind of grown. We didn't do this on purpose. Every winter, usually November, leading into December, leading into January, sometimes even February, when winter starts and it gets cold outside and rainy and muggy after Halloween, we would always just play RPGs or, you know, hack and slashes or whatever. And it all started around 2003, I think. We played this game called Hunter the Reckoning, okay? Hunter the Reckoning was a hack and slash, and it would just be cold and damp and sometimes even snowy outside, and we'd play. And then 2004 came along, and then we did that with World of Warcraft. Right, and then it led into Skyrim in 2011, right? When it got real cold. And so, I mean, like right now, you're listening to Beat Lab, where I'm playing tavern music, so I'm kind of like in the mood now. So that's why we're doing Total War today. Like, I'm just in the fucking mood, bro. And then I'm drinking some rye whiskey, some nice little sugary rye whiskey. Oh man, I'm in the fucking mood. Just so you know, October through like January is allocated season for whiskey. They collect the bottles throughout the year and then they just release all of them, right? Well, I've been into allocated whiskey and tequila mainly. I've actually bought a couple of allocated tequila bottles. There is allocated beer, and they're mostly usually stouts because stouts, they age. And I found some that people are super excited about. They're like bourbon barrel aged for years. And they're like, no kidding, like $20 a bottle. I'd be down to pick up like 2 next time you visit and we just try them out.
Yeah.
Like it's like $20 a bottle, bro. But I'd be down to pick up like 2 of them. Yeah. I want to try it, man. That'd be pretty cool. So, fun fact. I think it's in the second or third to last season. In the second or third to last season of SG-1 for Stargate, there's an episode where they go to another planet and they're trying to make peace, but they look and kind of act like this terrorist guard. So I'm talking SG-1 team, like a terrorist guard that is known on the planet, and so they all just assume they're the terrorist guard. And you know, they're treating them coming through and going to like some kind of banquet or something as a hostage situation. And they're like, no, we're not the terrorist group, but they're like all freaking out about it. Well, there's like a lone security guard on the other planet, and then he's like creeping around and trying to stop them. And no kidding, it is actually the Paul Blart concept.
It's the plot.
It's the whole plot.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah, it's the whole fucking plot. And so what was happening was, I think it's when baby Dino was first born. I still had time off and you were watching it and I was cooking breakfast. And I'm like,
yeah,
Lady Frost, that's Paul Blart. And you're like, nah. And I'm like, no, this Paul Blart. So we watched the whole episode and it sure was. And I'm a little upset. I'm like, how the fuck did no one know this? Because I guess not enough people watch Stargate. And I mean, this was years before Paul Blart came out. This was like 2006 or something.
Well, no, you kept saying they stole this from Paul Blart. They stole this.
Oh, they stole this, and then we looked it up, and I'm like, holy shit, Paul Blart stole this. It is literally the same fucking script. And so then I looked it up, and turns out one of the lead writers of Paul Blart worked on that episode. So the original Paul Blart like concept came from a Stargate episode. Boku said, did you just fucking say Netbeans? I did fucking just say Netbeans. Dude, I was a Netbeans truther until I actually used IntelliJ. After I used IntelliJ, I deleted my Netbeans. The last version of Java I used on Netbeans was probably Java 11. Or, yeah, Java 11. Because Netbeans took forever to get Gradle support. Forever. Like, it had Gradle, but you still had to do all the configurations yourself. IntelliJ just auto-generates that shit, dude. Even fucking Android Studio. Like, there's no reason to have Netbeans. So you say fuck Netbeans. 10 years ago, Netbeans was the fucking truth. Bro, it was NetBeans, Dr. Java, BlueJ, or fucking Eclipse. Now, Eclipse works now. If you have to work on an isolated machine that's not connected to the internet, like if you work for some cybersecurity firm, I don't care what anyone says, Eclipse is actually very good for that because it's very modular. You can steal modules off Eclipse and put it in your product, and it's licensed to do so. So I actually think Eclipse gets too much hate, but a lot of people who hate Eclipse used it, like Eclipse Neon and Galileo and all that shit when I was in school. I get that, but Eclipse nowadays isn't so bad. Especially the Eclipse plugin architecture that you could just fucking use is really good. I don't care what anyone says.